lounging, son.
Welcome back to the Comic Lounge. My name is Ryan,
And I'm Manny.
and we are back with another issue of X-Force by Rob Liefeld. I'm super stoked that we're going through this. I've read these comics so many times, but it never loses the excitement every time I pick up a new one. So I'm very excited that we've gotten here. We went through all the New Mutants. Well, I did X-Force 1 a few years ago, so we didn't go through that one, but we did X-Force 2. So go check out that Rob Liefeld playlist where we go through a lot of his books, not just X-Force and New Mutants. And before I get into it, I just want to remind everybody, if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And I already told you to check out some of the other vids, but there's stuff besides Liefeld too that would be cool to check out. So go do that, hit that subscribe button and the bell icon, and now let's talk X-Force 3. Dope fucking cover with this goddamn Juggernaut charging at us. What's like kind of, Juggernaut takes center stage, but there's a little guy over here named Spider-Man that they don't even mention, which I think is kind of funny. I love when Rob draws Spider-Man too. He hasn't done it often, but I love his take on it. I love the big eyes he does. So good. Such a great cover. All these covers for this run man, are just fantastic.
And I just gotta say, like, the X-Force logo itself is one of my favorite logos.
And they're bringing it back, dude, for that new.
I know, dude. Logo. Like, I have a T-shirt, and like, sadly, it shrunk way too much to fit. But it's like one of my favorite shirts. I can't even wear it. It's just the logo on a black T-shirt. I should get another one.
I think I might make a bootleg. First off, real quick before we do it, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure video game.
Dude, I rented this game so many times. I'm a huge fan of Bill and Ted, bro. And dude, the game's actually kind of a lot of fun, man. And I love this era of comics because there's so many ads for great Nintendo games, and like, as much as I love my PS5, the games from the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo are really my favorite, man. And like, this was a classic, classic movie, classic gaming. I mean, just the whole package of this book was great to flip through, and what a great first ad to open the page to.
Yeah, and I love Siren. I love Siren opening up. We haven't seen her in the book yet. We get Black Tom Cassidy, Juggernaut, who that was the the cliffhanger at the end of the second issue. And they're fucking just, I mean, this is basically just a whole knockdown fight between X-Force and Juggernaut, including Siren in the mix. And I'm here for all of it. I love this. It felt like I was watching, we've said it before when we compared it, but it very action movie vibes coming off of this. Just the sheer scope of Juggernaut here in this double page spread, and then seeing Siren over here. And then I love this bottom panel. How she looks super tiny in the close-up of like his eyes. Like the fucking hairs on his eyebrow, dude. Amazing.
Yeah, that's a great detail, man.
Yeah. Fabian Niceza is on script. I'll call that out. And then Chris Eliopoulos on letters. I love that. Letters and fluffy hair. But the good thing, the funny thing is Fabian Niceza words and whining. Hilarious. I loved it. We talked about this shit. I love that, dude.
Yeah, the credits in all the X-Force and generally in Rob Liefeld's books are always good for a chuckle. Very creative and very, very fun. Yeah. Tom DeFalco bossing and sit-ups.
Dude, look at
Bob Harris, Edison, Kenny Rogers. some chicken.
Look at this shit, dude. Look at how big that arm is, man.
I know, dude.
He does such a good Juggernaut.
Yeah, he does one of my favorite Juggernauts. Rob in general is great at drawing these like large characters. Like I haven't thought much about this, but looking at this now, like, can you imagine him doing like a Hulk book? That would have been kind of
dude.
Big
You're
burly
right.
Character.
You're right. It would have been really dope.
Because look at Badrock, one of his creations, a big. He's great at these like really muscular, big like characters. Like the way he draws Juggernaut is like Juggernaut's almost like literally popping out of the panel. Like he's so big.
And it's cool because like the reason that Siren's even in the mix is because Black Tom Cassidy is her cousin.
Right, yeah, because her cousin is also Banshee.
Right.
And then Black Tom is their cousins to both of them. And then of course Juggernaut being Xavier's stepbrother.
Yeah, the bloodline is crazy.
Yeah, dude, it's like WrestleMania the other night when it was Bloodlines and everybody was fucking coming out fighting.
Dude, I love the panel layout here too, like the way Siren overlaps all three, and then we get these different angles. We're looking at Juggernaut here, get the close up of him. Again, this is something that Rob does a lot, where it's just like your eye just moves so much.
Yeah,
with the different angles.
He's got the great sense of design, like designing the panel so that like like Siren's like body figure literally is moving you in the shape of in the direction that you should be reading the panels. Like it's like that kind of subtlety mixed with like the dynamicism that he does is what makes Rob such a unique artist.
And I love that Siren's like not even talking at all. This is like there's so much inner dialogue. These word balloons, like we never. That's another thing we don't see in comic books anymore. Is like the characters thinking. It's all like text boxes now.
I love thought balloons. I mean, it's literally like the name of my gamer tag for 20 years. Like, I'm a hashtag bring thought balloons back, boys. Come on, let's bring back into it.
Fucking great, dude. And then
I also love the metal suit that Cable's wearing. I'm a big fan of that outfit.
Yeah, I like it too. It's very Strife-esque.
Yeah, good call, man. Yeah, it gives you an insight into its psychology, you know.
And so now we get Cable and the team. They come in, and I love this. We're here to do what the police and the Avengers types are unwilling to do. Put an end to this situation. Cold, hard, and mean. Sound good to you? Just a little bit at the end, and then we see also what else is happening at the same time, which is crazy.
Gideon and Sunspot.
Yeah, inside the World Trade Center, which is crazy to think about. That definitely places this in a moment in history. But we see like Gideon and DaCosta looking out, right? And here come fucking Juggernaut and Black Tom. Oh god, dude, look at again, just showing how huge Juggernaut is, and how much he towers over. He's such a great character, and I like when I don't mind when he's been good and on the X-Men, but I like when he's full douchebag. Like the miniseries, the Deadpool miniseries with Black Tom's in it and Juggernaut's in it. Those covers are fucking fantastic, dude. And here we go, dude. Cable, there's a history between him and Teresa. I don't remember reading it. I know just based on us going through New Mutants and so far we're in issue 3 of X-Force. I don't know when they had an interaction. I'm wondering if this is something that just Rob was laying down, like that they had a past, or was there an issue that I haven't read where they have interacted?
I love this shot. This is your classic like Rob X-Force shot too, like them standing in like formation. Those are some of my favorite. Dude, you read my mind. I was like, I almost want to bootleg that one too, bro.
Yeah. There's so many pages I could bootleg in this thing that would just be fucking sick. But he mentions it. Our last story was with Proteus, and you just went through some garbage with the Shadow King on Muir Island. So he's laying it down, but I don't know if this was actually in a comic book that I feel like it wasn't. She comes to the States because she's got she's tired of the games of mutants and madmen. And then he's like, well, if you're in the mood to fight, you hooked up with the right crew. And then we flip and boom, we get Warpath. And this is the fight, dude. This is the fight that makes this most sense that we would see. Got two absolute, no pun intended, juggernauts, right? We got Warpath who we mentioned in I think the last issue of how big he looked fighting all those guys in issue 2 and stuff. And now we see him just like completely propelling himself at Juggernaut. And he even makes that he makes a fucking kind of like a racial slur a little bit because he calls him Geronimo,
Yeah.
He's like, the name's James Proudstar or Warpath. Yours is Mud. And then he tackles him. He's like, you idiot, going over the edge. And then we get
another what a great a great page here, dude.
Sick.
And this is like that Kirby dynamicism that Rob loves to evoke on display here. The characters literally coming right at you. That's why I'm excited about Marvel's doing that New Mutants 3D issue.
Oh yeah, that one sounds dope. It sucks because I wouldn't mind doing an episode, but I feel like it wouldn't translate very well to video.
No, I had the same thought. I was gonna message you about it, but I don't think it would work. But I'm still gonna buy it.
I'm trying to wonder, could I tape up the fucking 3D glasses over the lens of the camera? I don't know. If I could figure it out, I might see if I could do it. Okay. Anyways, yeah, it's a cool project they're doing. I love this too. This fucking I fucking really dig Shatterstar, dude. And going back through these, I forgot how much I liked this character because they don't utilize him in current continuity. So he's kind of been put to the back burner, but I love his design. I love the fighting, the fucking close-up of Cable right here. He's like, I'm glad you're learning to count. So funny, dude.
This is it. Like this is a straight up 90s action movie, dude. Like on a building, Die Hard style. You know, like
Yes, dude. He reminds me of the villain from Die Hard 1.
yeah.
Black Tom right here, dude.
It's fucking great, dude. The fucking X-Men fucking phone number thing. I called that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. And then we got this. We got Black Tom fucking, betraying fucking Gideon.
I also love
away.
Rob's sunspot, dude.
Yes, I think I mentioned that, or we have mentioned that before for sure.
Yeah.
I love the way he just transforms right here and then full blown with the powers. It's fucking sick. And it's like full on Kirby Crackle, dude.
And that panel, that second page with Sunspot's punching Black Tom, like that
out of the panel.
Yes, I mean that itself is such a fantastic image, man. Like, again, that's an angle like almost from the top that Rob loves to do, and I don't really see anyone else. I mean, that comes to mind, and this whole page is amazing choreography, amazing fighting, amazing action.
Yeah, I feel like because there's definitely the comic books nowadays. I don't think there's so much action going on in here, and I don't think I can't think of current comics where there's this much continuous action. Like, I'm not saying there's no action. There is a lot of I hate to say it, but there's a lot of moments where it's talking heads, more so than it is like this. And I fucking dig this shit. Again, with the chicken scratch panel right here.
Yeah,
Black
the
Tom
speed
getting
lines.
blasted from behind. Yeah. And then Cable just fucking full blown. Dead or alive, the choice is yours.
Fucking Terminator, bro. Yes.
And then here we go back with fucking Warpath, Juggernaut, fucking laying it down. He makes even a comment, oh, not bad. It reminds me of a few shots I took from the Armored Mutie. What's his name? Colossus? Just not even completely discounting who Colossus is. He knows, dude. You don't forget somebody that fucking knocks your ass out. So super fun here. And then we, continuing the fight. And just, again, it's I love the talking and fighting. I love when it's not just visually you're seeing the fight, but you get this banter back and forth between people. And then we see Spider-Man fucking swing in. And again, what a great fucking shot of Spidey. I mentioned it when you were looking at the cover, but the eyes that he does, he does great webbing, spaghetti webbing too. And just how much Spidey's talking in his head. I'm really big Jabucci. I'm all I'm all too familiar with the less really big Jabucci. Dude, it's just so funny, dude. And he's swinging in, and then we get a fucking crazy ass fucking ending, and I'm assuming that is the World Trade Center. And the explosion, and Spidey just and then that's
a great panel with Spidey too,
Oh yeah, and we get the next issue. Well, not next issue will be the second part of that two-parter that I had mentioned. I thought for some reason it started here, which I guess it kind of does, but I don't think it's necessarily considered part of the two-parter that they cross over with Spider-Man 16, then X-Force, which Spider-Man 16 ends up being Todd's last issue of Spider-Man.
Yeah, is that the Sideways issue?
It is the Sideways issue. I'm gonna have to look through and find it, but definitely.
Yeah, same. I do have it.
Yeah, definitely do it. Well, we'll split it into 2 episodes, but that'll definitely be a fun two-parter to talk about. And love X-Force, love Liefeld. If you guys are fans of Liefeld like us, go check out that playlist, like I said before, and join us as we continue to go through these X-Force issues. Probably we may even go past the Liefeld issues, maybe not every single issue, but talk about some of the Capullo stuff too. So
there's some gems in the Capullo, like X-Force 25, is great.
Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff in there that's a lot of fun, and I've been picking them up when I see them in dollar bins, and I forgot how different Capullo's art was then. He's really changed as an artist, but doesn't mean it was any worse. It was
definitely worth talking about. So be on the lookout for that. Make sure you follow, subscribe, hit that bell icon so you're notified every time a new vid drops. And on that note, we're out.